All right, let me tell you a story. Not about a hero, but about a guy who everyone thought was useless. His name is Sung Jin-Woo. And back then, he wasn't strong. He wasn't confident. He was barely surviving. In a world where monsters come through gates and hunters risk their lives to stop them, strength is everything. And Jin-Woo, he had none. They called him the weakest hunter alive. Yeah, that bad. He'd get injured almost every mission. Sometimes he'd barely make it out alive, and people noticed. They laughed. They avoided teaming up with him. Some even said he should just quit. But he didn't, because he couldn't. At home, he had a sick mom and a younger sister depending on him. And when people depend on you, you don't really get the option to give up. One day, he joined what should have been an easy dungeon raid. Low risk, quick money, nothing special. But then,
they found something. A hidden entrance, a second dungeon right inside the first one. Now, normally, you don't go into something like that, because when something feels wrong, it usually is. But they went anyway, and the second they stepped inside, you could feel it. Something wasn't right. The air felt heavy, way too quiet. And in front of them, there were statues, tall, still, watching. And then, the door behind them shut. No warning, no sound, just closed. For a second, nothing happened. And then,
one of the statues moved. At first, nobody reacted. They thought it was nothing. But then, they all moved. And just like that, it turned into a nightmare. People started running, screaming, panicking. But it didn't matter. These things weren't normal. They were fast, strong, and completely ruthless. One by one, hunters started dying. And in the middle of all that, Jin-Woo just stood there, shaking, frozen, terrified. But not just of dying. He was scared that his life would end right there and mean nothing. And something about that changed him. Because this time, he didn't run. He stepped forward. Yeah.
The weakest hunter stepped forward. He stayed behind so others could escape, alone in a place no one survives. And for the first time, he wasn't running anymore. The statues attacked. Pain hit from every side. His body gave out. Everything started fading. And right before it ended, he heard a voice. Cold, not human. You have met the requirements. Do you wish to become a player? He didn't understand it, but somehow he said yes. And then everything went black. When he woke up, he was in a hospital, alive. But something felt different. In front of him, a screen appeared, like a game, but real. He could see missions, levels, stats, and for the first time in his life, he had something real. A chance to get stronger, a chance to change everything. And slowly, step by step, fight by fight, he started changing. The same guy everyone ignored, everyone laughed at, was becoming something else, something dangerous. And the world that once called him weak is about to learn his name. Because this is just the beginning.